What is up, guys? Today I want to do a review of my favorite premium gel pens. Now, I have a video comparing the Uni Jetstream Primes. We have the 3-color and we have the Light Touch. These pens, I have a video comparing them. These are Ballpoints. Jetstream is my favorite ink for Ballpoint, so this is in a separate video. So we're going to put these on the side. In this video, we're going to focus on my favorite premium gel options. So from left to right, we have the Pentel Energel Alloy. We have the Zebra Sarasa Grand. This is the renewal version. You can tell by the clip and the change here, and the material is slightly lighter. And we have the G350 from Zebra as well. My new favorite offering from Uni, which is the Pure Malt. I have a video on that. The S-Gel Copper version and the S-Gel Sleek Metal Barrel version. This one is in black. These are from Sharpie. As you can see, we're missing Pilot. I like Pilot, their refills are a bit different than everyone else's, and so I don't like that. And also I left out the capped version, but I really like the Pentel Libretto. That's the only cap pen I have, but it's so nice. And it's nice posted, unposted. It's a bit small, but this pen is just very high quality. So it's my favorite cap pen. I'll put this on the side. So let's talk about these. So first of all, colors. The Energel is available in a plethora of colors. I have it in just the silver and this nice darker gray looking version. The Sarasa Grand is also offered in a variety of colors. The G350 is offered in 2 other colors, and they are the black and the red. They all have the black grip section and metal buttons, metal tips, metal clips. These are excellent, very good click, but we'll get to it in a minute. Back to colors, we have the Pure Malt. It's available in one other color currently, which is the black one. I'd love to see Uni release this in more colors if possible, but as of now we have just these 2. The copper is just available in copper. It's a bit different than the Sleek Metal Barrel. I have a separate video comparing the Sharpie, the plastic, the Sleek Metal Barrel, and the copper. So the comparison between these 2 will be on the side, and that is what I have here. So let's get to the pens and decide which is the winning pen. So we'll do one at a time. So starting with the pen that I like the least, we have the Sharpie, the Pentel Energel Alloy. So it weighs 21.5 grams on this scale. So the Pentel Energel Alloy. And in here I put a Uniball Impact RT refill in a 1.0 millimeter. So the weight is 21.5 grams. The price is the cheapest of the bunch. I think you can have it anywhere under $10. And the pen's nice. The click has a bit of a creak. It does go back up, but it's like wobbly. It doesn't exude, quality. It doesn't evoke confidence. And this whole thing going on in the front, I don't like it so much. The grip is not very comfortable. It's broad enough, but it's okay. The next pen is we have the Sarasa Grand. I haven't used this in a while, so the refill is warming up. I think I have a JLV in here. Let's just make sure. Yeah, but it's a bit old. So we got the Sarasa Grand, and I think this is a sepia black. So it's like a vintage color, sepia black. I think it's called maybe brown black also. And this has the Zebra JLV in 0.7. This is the greatest black refill. I have a separate video comparing black refills, and this wins by far. It barely smudges, and it's, if I would like 1, 2, that's it, no smudging, and it's nice and bold, and so it's a really good refill, good for lefties. The pen body is nice enough. The knock mechanism does go back up, but it's okay. The clip is nice. The golden accents are a bit tacky, but it's okay. The threading is plastic, and the refill, this works with a lot of refills. So, and it retails for around, I think, $15. You could have it based on the colors, and this has been released in multiple versions. So you could get it for as low as $7, and you can get it for as high as $20, depending on the colors and the versions, whether it's before the rework. I think in 2024, Zebra reworked these with the Grand Renewal. And so that's the Sarasa. And weight, let's check. What happened? $18.5 grams. Yeah, I remember it being around 19, so the weight is 18.5 grams, and it's a bit too narrow. That's my only complaint, really. It looks nice, but it's not comfortable for a long writing session. The second offering from Zebra is the Zebra G350. Now this comes with the ink that I put in the Sarasa, which is the JLV 0.7. But the ink I put inside is the Jetstream SXR-7. This pen does not work with many refills at all. However, the Jetstream does fit inside, and the Zebras. Any other gels don't necessarily fit in this, not from Uniball, and definitely not from Pentel. The Energel refill does not work in this, so limited refill compatibility. However, the knock mechanism is by far the highest quality yet. It's nice and strong. Definitely nicer than the Sarasa Grand. I don't understand how this more premium pen has both of these from Zebra, why the Sarasa Grand feels cheaper than the G350, at least in terms of the knock. And also the G350 is a bit thicker, and it's got a nice comfortable rubber grip here, so it definitely is more comfortable for longer sessions. The weight of this is 15 grams. So lighter than the Zebra, which also makes it more comfortable, but doesn't feel cheaper. Like, this part is metal and it feels nice enough, and the clip is nice, the nose piece is nice, and the knock is just, after the Parker Jotter, this is the greatest knock I've heard. Of course, the Parker Jotter, let's bring one in here. I mean, that's just GOAT tier. Everybody knows the Jotter, greatest click out there. But the G350 is definitely a close second. Next we have, if we're talking about comfort, we have the Sharpie S-Gel, the sleek metal barrel. Now, in terms of colors, this used to be available in multiple colors, and Unsharpened has a video of this. Currently the only colors I found are the black and the gray and champagne. Let's see if I have one I can show you guys. I don't have one on me right now, so you'll just have to take my word for it. That there's currently 3 colors: black, silver, and champagne. And inside here I put the Jetstream SXR-5 refill. The Sharpie is available in it works with many different refills. And the sleek metal barrels also work with the LRN-5 refill from Pentel, the Energel refill, and it works with the Zebras, it works with basically any refill. The S-Copper is a bit of an issue in terms of refills. I have a separate video on that comparing the Sharpies, and there you can see also refill compatibility. But the black is also very comfortable, and I find this to be even more comfortable than the G350. It weighs, hold on, it weighs 16 grams. It weighs between 16 and 17 grams depending on the refill. So around the same weight as this. But because the grip has a nice shape over here, it's like more ergonomic too, and it fits your hand better. So this actually is even more comfortable than the G350 for longer writing sessions. And I think the retail, I think you can get a 2-pack for around $8, and that's for 2. So this is cheaper. Oh, and I forgot to mention the G350 is, I think, around, I'm not sure. I will have a link in the description. I think it's more expensive than the Sharpie. So that's the Sharpie. Next we have the Sharpie S-Gel, but this time we have it in the copper. So this pen is definitely heavier than the previous ones. It's 28 grams. That's a much heavier pen. It's actually the same. The plastic Sharpies are 11 grams, and the sleek metal barrel is 17 grams. So this one pen weighs the same as plastic Sharpie and the sleek metal barrel Sharpie, which I think is funny. Sleek metal barrel. And inside I put the Zebra JF refill. It comes in the regular Sarasa clip. This is, I think, a blue-black refill in 0.5 millimeters. And this pen has a different click over here. It does go back up fully, unlike the metal, which has the rattling. But the initial click is a bit lighter than the sleek metal barrel. And it's less comfortable to hold because metal is not as comfortable as rubber, but definitely, has an interesting look to it, and it's the heaviest of the bunch. It's very bottom heavy, so it's comfortable in that aspect. And finally, we have the new kid on the block, which is the Uni Jetstream, the Pure Malt Jetstream Inside edition, released in December of 2025. This pen is just, I think it's the perfect weight. It's around 23 grams. It's the most expensive of the bunch. I forgot to mention the Sharpie S Gel retails for around $10 for one, so it's definitely more expensive than some of the other options. But this is the most expensive of the pens by far, but it's, I think, worth it. The craftsmanship shows, the wood, the fact that it's made from whiskey barrels, and everything about this pen screams quality. So this is definitely my favorite. The Uni Jetstream Pure Malt Jetstream Inside. And for here, I didn't actually put the Jetstream, and here I used the Zebra JLV 0.5 millimeter refill in blue. So, if I had to rank these, I would do the following. My favorite is by far the Uni, followed by the G350, which is followed by the Sarasa, which is followed by the Sharpie, followed by the copper Sharpie, and last is the Pentel alloy. Now, if we're talking about not just metal pens, and we're slightly expanding, then I have something that even beats the alloy, which is the Zebra Nano, the Sarasa Nano. This pen has a metal nose piece and a very nice click, nicer than most pens, and the clip is less, I would say, robust or big as the clips on the other pens. But if we're talking exclusively metal pens, then, besides the metal piece, this is all plastic, so this would be out of the equation. Anyway, that's a summary of my favorite executive metal/wood pens. And of course, we got the jotter, but it's a ballpoint. You could put a gel in here, and then I guess you could place this in here. The jotter would have its own ranking. I use it just for, not long writing sessions, just for, as the name suggests, jotting down short notes. But there's definitely something special about the jotter. There's a reason it's that famous. But yeah, so that's that. Hope you guys enjoyed and learned something. And if you have any more questions about any of these, feel free to leave a comment below. Thank you, and I hope you have a great day.